If you thought the Texas Chain Saw Massacre was the peak of Tobe Hooper's madness, well, you haven't seen Eaten Alive. This 1976 horror flick trades chainsaws for an even nastier predator, an alligator lurking in the swamps, ready to tear apart anyone unlucky enough to check in at the Starlight Hotel. Tonight, we're diving into the history of Eaten Alive, the real-life inspiration behind it, how the movie fits into Hooper's career, and why this grimy little film is worth another look.
No shit.
Welcome to the Vault of Horror.
Now, even though throughout the movie, it's suggested that old Judd's gator might actually be a crocodile from Africa, let's not worry about semantics. It's still gator horror.
That ain't no common gator. No, sir, that croc, he come all the way from Africa. He don't come from around here. Don't come from around here at all.
While Eaten Alive might not be the best or even the first killer gator movie, it's definitely one of the nastiest. Killer reptile flicks go way back, from 1959's The Alligator People to the cult favorite Alligator in 1980, and more modern takes like Lake Placid or Crawl. But Eaten Alive, it's got something those others don't. It's pure, sweaty, grimy exploitation. Imagine this. You've just directed the Texas Chain Saw Massacre, one of the most shocking horror movies ever. What's next? If you're Tobe Hooper, you go from the barren Texas backroads to a rundown swamp motel where Neville Brand plays Judd, a deranged hotel owner who murders guests and feeds their bodies to his pet alligator. Eaten Alive is Texas Chain Saw's sleazier cousin, full of garish lighting, shrieking performances, and a sense of madness that doesn't let up. Neville Brand delivers an unhinged performance as Judd.
Give me the uniform. Tell him to give him the signal. There ain't nobody.
A rambling, violent loner whose motel seems more like a fever dream than a real place. The entire film feels like a nightmare, lit in lurid reds and blues, drenched in sweat and screams. The characters drift in and out of the story like hallucinations. Everything feels just a bit off. The sets look like stage backdrops. The dialogue often borders on the absurd.
Oh, that old croc face. No stinkies, not at all. Eat anything at all.
And the violence is both surreal and brutal. Let's talk about the cast. Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, is a sleazy local named Buck, who has one of the film's most infamous lines.
Name's Buck. I'm raring to fuck.
Let's just get it over with.
The line was so iconic, it even made its way into Tarantino's Kill Bill. Marilyn Burns returns from Chainsaw, once again going through hell as she's chased, beaten, and terrorized in ways that feel uncomfortably real. William Finley and Mel Ferrer also add some genre gravitas to the cast.
My little girl's out there. I don't want her to spend another night in that place.
But it's really Brand's show, and he goes full throttle from scene one. Hooper uses color and sound in bizarre, disorienting ways. The soundtrack, created with Wayne Bell, blends industrial screeches, ambient whines, and music that sounds like it's decaying in real time. There's no escape for the audience. It's immersive in the most unsettling way. You don't just watch Eaten Alive, you marinate in it. And here's where it gets even weirder. Eaten Alive takes inspiration from the legend of Joe Ball, aka the Alligator Man, in the 1930s. Ball ran a bar in Texas and had a pond out back filled with alligators. Locals whispered that he was feeding bodies to them, and when the police came knocking, Ball shot himself before he could answer any questions. Did he really use his gators to dispose of his victims? No one knows for sure, but that twisted tale was enough to inspire Hooper's nightmarish vision. The production itself was chaotic. Hooper reportedly clashed with producers, and after a certain point, he stepped away, leaving others to finish the editing. You can feel the disjointed energy in the final cut. It's messy, it's uneven, but it's also hypnotic in its madness. Eaten Alive feels more like a movie made during a nightmare, with all the logic and structure of one. And then, just a couple years later, Tobe Hooper did something completely different.
Stephen King, the best-selling author of Carrie and The Shining, takes you on a startling journey to Salem's Lot.
He directed the TV adaptation of Salem's Lot. The same guy who gave us Leatherface and a crazed alligator keeper took on Stephen King's vampire epic and somehow made one of the scariest TV films ever. Eaten Alive, a filthy, bizarre little movie sandwiched between horror milestones. A mix of paranoia, decay, and animalistic violence. Not quite a masterpiece, but a crucial stepping stone in Hooper's twisted filmography. It's exploitation, it's art house, it's drive-in horror turned inside out. If you've never seen it, brace yourself. And if you have, maybe it's time to check back into the Starlight Hotel. Just watch your step near the water.
Oh, no, I can't, Ruby. I can't take it.
You take this. There's a place right down the road a piece. I think it's called the Starlight. But just don't go down there and tell them that you're from Miss Hattie's.
What do you think of Eaten Alive? Does it deserve more love? Or is it just a weird footnote in Hooper's career? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, keep the lights on. And I'll see you in the next Vault of Horror.
Gotta do what you gotta do.